There's something very fishy going on here. And I think I even have a feeling that like this video isn't going to get the interest that a lot of the other videos that I do on this channel will, because the world has moved on from Matthew Livelsberger and the incident that happened at Trump Tower with, I don't know why, but it's just the way the world works. Everyone's basically moved on what happened in NOLA too. But this new information is very, very, how do I say this? It doesn't go with the same, it doesn't follow what we've been told. What we've been told is, hey, this guy was a man on the brink. He had a new baby, and then he had paternity test stuff, and it wasn't his, and all this kind of stuff. Well, that does not seem to be the case. Unless everybody's just lying, which I tend to believe his wife more than I believe what's going on around the internet. And, maybe some people might rightfully be looking at this with some level of, skepticism, but something's wrong. We were told that there were all sorts of rumors and lies and things like that told about him. Well, let's get into what's new now. His wife speaks out, hits rumors and lies. The wife of Army Master Sergeant Matthew Livelsberger, the Green Beret involved in the Las Vegas incident, broke her silence on Sunday in a statement put out by a fellow Green Beret veteran. In her statement, she hit back against what she says has been misinformation and lies spread about her and her ex-husband, or husband now deceased, that they were having marital problems and that she kicked him out of their home before Christmas. She specifically slammed a rumor spread by the Chief of Staff of the Army's Public Affairs Officer, Lieutenant Colonel Dave Butler, that their newborn daughter's DNA did not match his. That is a huge linchpin in this story. The story was that, this is a guy that was at his, he had just found out his kid wasn't his. That's why he did what he did. Apparently, one of two things is true if she's telling the truth. Either that wasn't him in the truck, or they lied about the kid. She writes, my name is Jennifer Davis. Actually, they have she writes, this is her proof statement. My name is Jennifer Davis, the widow of Matthew Livelsberger. I have kept silent until now because I, like all of you, have been in a state of pure shock and denial. The only reason I have decided to break my silence is because I know I owe it to our daughter. In our world of endless internet opinions, our daughter needs a post somewhere that speaks the truth about her father. The truth is that we were Matt's entire world. He loved being a father. We shared our very first Christmas as parents together with our beautiful daughter this year. The way that he adored his daughter, something so unexplainably beautiful. The way he cared and attended to me, to my every need, before I could even think or ask, was just of his endless qualities that have already been birthed so many tears of mine in his absence. He loved us both dearly and deeply. He was selfless and thoughtful. He shielded us and protected us to the very end. My husband's military career and service is and was exemplary and speaks for itself. He was a dedicated soldier, loved his family, loved his brotherhood with every ounce of his being. Matt was a hero among men who dedicated their whole life to serving our country and will be remembered as such. I want to clearly and directly address several pieces of misinformation that have been released about my husband and family. First and foremost, with so many dreams, first and foremost, Matt and I were in love and committed to our marriage. We have plans and a future with so many dreams that now will just be a memory to seal for our daughter. Matt was not only excited about our future together, but his future of a career and his new job that he had started. And in no uncertain terms, did we have any plans or intentions of breaking up or separating? And in no uncertain terms did we have plans or intentions of breaking up or separating. Additionally, the paternity of our daughter was never in question and clearly was not an issue in our marriage. I hate to even have to clarify that fact, as I find that lie personally slanderous and offensive. I want to be clear, for my daughter's sake, the DNA was pulled and verified as a match. Why would you do a DNA test? Look, I'm believing everything she's saying at point or at face value, but I will point out that some people might say, why would you do a DNA test? That's a fair question. But I digress. I sit here today, still in the unknown. Losing my husband has been the most devastating event of my life. Knowing my daughter's life will never be the same. We'll never even know her father is more than I can process, as I imagine. The added complexity and public nature of this adds a level of pain and stress that no one can prepare you for. I sit here today, still in the unknown, wishing so badly I could go back to our wonderful first and last Christmas that we shared together. As the days have passed, I still do not have answers to what so many of you are looking for. I am desperately searching for them as well. I mean, several news outlets, such as the New York Post, had published anonymously sourced rumors that they were having marital problems. Navy SEAL veteran and podcaster Sean Ryan, on his show, revealed that Butler, the Army Public Affairs officer, had said in a private conversation that Livelsberger's child DNA did not match his. Ryan's lawyer, Tom Parlatore, later described his conversation with Butler in detail in an X-Space conversation, calling it one of the weirdest conversations that I've ever heard with a public affairs officer. Parlatore said of the DNA rumor. So that was something. That was a very odd statement to me, because he was telling me what a wonderful soldier he was. I kind of said, so what do you think it was? He said, I don't want to speculate, but that there might have been problems with his family, and and then he tells me the story, when they got the FBI, they identified the body to get a DNA match. They went to his closet next of kin, which was the closest next of kin, which was his infant child, and the DNA did not match, and so they were speculating. Very, very weird. Now, Tardillo said in a statement to Breitbart News, after speaking with Jennifer, I was deeply troubled to learn of the claim suggesting the damaging and false rumor that may have originated from the Office of the Chief of Staff of the United States Army, targeting the family member of a soldier. This situation raises serious concerns about transparency and accountability. The United States Army owes the American people a clear explanation. It is my hope that the current administration will address this matter swiftly and with the seriousness it deserves. Should it remain unresolved, I would urge future leaders to prioritize uncovering the truth. Now, Tardillo urged readers to consider donating to a GoFundMe set up to assist his wife and her daughter in their time of need. He said he would later publish the interview with Davis on his channel. Now, I would caution anybody to donating GoFundMes. In this particular case, I am having a very hard time, figuring out, understanding what the heck is even the truth, But here it says, on January 1st, Jennifer Davis's life was shattered when her husband, Matthew Livelsberger, passed away. If you look at some of the other stuff he's shared, it's pretty interesting. Matt Tardillo. I'm not as familiar with him, obviously, but he seems to be on the case. You see, log of Matthew Livelsberger, December 28th. I took an immediate trip to Redacted to get some bags and tannerite, and I was followed there into the store and then back home. Analysis. Everyone assumed Matt was texting and bragging to his ex about his Cybertruck. We also assumed that the Army PAO told Sean Ryan the truth as well. The redacted location from release document is likely Sportsman's Warehouse. We know this from screenshots of text conversation Alicia Arrett posted online, which allegedly were sent on that day. If you notice, Matt sent her 4 pictures of the Cybertruck in front of Sportsman's Warehouse. We know this from, this happens to capture 360 degrees all around the vehicle. Odds are he sent those images to make sure they were documented and leaked to the public. Chances are whoever he believed was following him is also in those images. For what it's worth, this photo from this particular Sportsman's Warehouse, this is the POV. No other Sportsman's Warehouse fits this profile, photos in any of these other states he traveled. you know, it's very, very, very odd. If you look at the, the texts, I hear some of the stuff today. The man in the jacket, now dressed in a gray jacket, was seen sitting at a bench across the street from the hotel. When I went to breakfast 2 doors down to the hotel, his movements were precise, constantly checking his surroundings. I definitely was followed by dismounts to all my stops later. The 16th Street Mall via walking and scooter. But again, I stopped really caring about the details. More just about confirming it because it was obvious that they were following to maintain a constant contact in the city. My Turo dropped off the Cybertruck at 1400 and trained me up on it. I took an immediate trip to, we know this is Sportsman's Warehouse now, for Tannerite, and was followed in there, of course, and then back home. I seem to get a lot more close following for longer, more obvious today. So he, for many days, had documented that he was being followed. At least he thought he was being followed. I sadly, this story seems like it's getting memory hold, but it is very, very odd. Make sure you keep it locked here. You subscribe or follow the channel for all the latest news. I will stay on this story as anything, new comes out, and we'll talk to you again real soon.